Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Warren Sharp proves exactly what I've been saying about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs. Look, guys, I want to make sure that I say this, right? Because a lot of times people say I come off as a Lamar fan and not a Baltimore Ravens fan. They say things and say, you know, you're not looking at this objectively. You don't understand how things are. That's not the way things are done. And I look at them and I'll say, bruh, like, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand how you can look at me and say that makes sense when everybody else is telling you that it doesn't make sense and you're still saying, but it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what Warren Sharp had to say. Shout out to Sharp Analytics and Warren Sharp. He's on Twitter. If you ever get a chance, check out his channel. He does a lot of stuff for ESPN. And he broke down Lamar in the playoffs. And boy, when I'm telling you, this is literally exactly what I've been trying to tell y'all. I just love when a good thing comes together. Because I be trying to tell y'all that. But sometimes, you know, people get in their feelings about certain things and, you know, which is fine. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew what we were talking about and looking at. So check this out real quick, right? I want you to look at this, guys. Hopefully y'all can read that. Hopefully you can. So it says Warren Sharp. It says writing about Lamar today for the Ravens, chapter of my 2025 preview book. Everyone who slams Lamar in the playoffs should be aware. Out of 19 QBs with at least 50 passing attempts in the playoffs since 2021, Lamar ranks number 4 in yards per attempt, number 6 in EPA per play, number 6 in completion rate, and number 7 in success rate. Well, no big deal, right? No big deal. I mean, they're doing what they can. Lamar just has to be even better. But here it goes, because that's not done. So check this out, right? I want you to look at this. It says, boy, I love when stuff like this comes up because, man, it really does show you what I be talking about. Hold on, I want to go to the top 5 one. I have it in a slide. Here it goes. It says number 1 in EPA attempts, right? He's number 1 in throwing outside the numbers, throwing when outside the pocket, early downs without play action, throwing when kept clean. Remember, I kept telling y'all that? You're like, no, Nitro, no. Whatever. Versus all zone coverage, he's number 1. Versus too high safety, he's number 1. In the fourth quarter, he was number 1. When passing within 2.5 seconds, he's number 1. Inside of the red zone for EPA, he's number 1. Now, top 5 throwing between the numbers, all short and intermediate attempts. When pressured, he's top 5. Throwing inside the pocket, he's top 5. Third and fourth downs, he's top 5. Throwing with play actions, top 5. Now, what is that saying? I'm not going to done because sometimes you have to let the numbers rock. You feel me? So y'all understand exactly where I'm coming from with this, right? Now, he also put out, he said, Lamar's playoff yards per average, number 4, is higher than Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, among others. Lamar can do more. Perfect Lamar. Be everything Lamar. Lamar's playoff EPA/play, number 6, is higher than Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, among others. Boy, that boy going, boy. But here's context you should be aware of. Lamar faces the NFL's number 1 highest rate of blitzes of any QB in the playoffs at a 53%. That means over half of the time, Lamar Jackson is getting blitzed. Do you know what that tells you? That lets you know that they're saying, look, that 5, if we put anybody extra, we're getting to him. We're getting to him. And 2, his receivers can't beat press. That's what that says. The NFL average in the playoffs is 26% for blitz. Less than half of what Lamar is blitzed. For context, Joe Burrow is blitzed on 15% of dropbacks. See what I've been trying to tell y'all? Who cares? Whatever. We're going to keep it going, though, because, see, this is proving my point on everything. If the NFL average is not being blitzed on 74% of dropbacks, when looking at all 19 playoff QBs in this sample since 2021, when not being blitzed, Lamar ranks number 1 in EPA, number 1 in success rate, number 1 in yards per attempt. More context you should be aware of. Lamar faces the highest rate of man coverage of any QB in the playoffs with a 50%. The NFL average in the playoffs is 27% man coverage, almost half of what Lamar faces. For context, Josh Allen faces man coverage on just 17% of his dropbacks. That lets you know that they're saying, look, if we let him stay in the pocket, he's the most dangerous QB in the league. So, come on. No. I want to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes the truth will hit you in your face, and you gotta understand the truth will set you free. Matter of fact, play it for him. That's what it is. So they're saying that he's not getting protected. That's what these numbers allude to. And his wide receivers or weapons cannot beat press coverage. This is what I've been trying to hammer home to you. This is the reason why so many people want him to get top flight weapon, or at least one top flight weapon. This is why I've been clamoring for the usage of an Isaiah Likely, because I feel like he has the ability to be a top flight weapon who can beat press coverage. Another thing, his line, which I've been saying. Lamar's blitzed on 53% of his attempts in the playoffs. 53%. They're saying that if we bring anybody extra, the line cannot hold. Because what's happening is they're not holding with 4. You understand where I'm coming from? The problem is that Lamar be eluding and escaping the 4, so they bring a 5th. And they can't hold up. They can't hold up in one-on-ones and stuff like that. This is what I've been trying to tell everybody. So now you have a quarterback that is literally playing better than any quarterback, and the fans are saying, yeah, but on top of being the best and playing the best and having to also be the most dynamic player on the field, we need you to be perfect. And if you're perfect, we'll win. We'll have enough. Everything they have is enough. The coaching is enough. GM building the team is enough. Lamar, you just haven't been enough. It hurts. Y'all are out of your minds. Out of your minds. Think about what I've just told you. And this is only part 1. I got part 2 coming later. He is undoubtedly the best. It's not even close. And everybody is treating him like he's not. It's wrong. Like, think about what I'm saying. And going back to the offensive line. Why do you think I'll be on the offensive line? The offensive line has been a problem for multiple seasons. Every time we're going through the season, we see that it's a problem, right? And we see how Lamar does his best to mitigate those problems. And then when the offseason comes, like, oh, we're going to take defense 3 or 4 straight times. Well, we'll get a 3rd or 4th round pick for the offensive. This draft is deep in guards. This draft is deep in tackles. Every draft is deep in those things. Deep. Just go swimming in it. Got high Cthulhu in it. Got high the Leviathan in it. The whale that ate up Jonah, hidden in it. Jaws, hidden. It's so deep. Right? But then we look at the team and it's a weakness every single time. Every single time. Those stats, a lot of the stats, some of the stats you'll be seeing are skewed a lot of the times because why? Because Lamar makes people miss. We've seen 2 people break the line in under a second. Hike, and they're already coming to the line, and Lamar will make both of them miss and complete a 20, 30-yard pass. And you're like, oh, the line held up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The reason why I hold him that is because of that. Those type of numbers. Y'all out here talking about something, we having half. Every year for the draft, EDC gets an A. Every single year. A. That man is in honor roll classes. Honors classes. Man done made the dean's list with all those A's. It's ridiculous, man. You understand now? Like, do you understand? So what you're asking for Lamar is not even historically possible. You're asking him to not just be the best player that we've ever seen. We're asking him to be flawless while doing so. It's impossible. 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 Nasty work. Nasty work. But what do you guys think? Did you agree with what Mr. Warren Sharp put together for the Lamar and the analytics with the Baltimore Ravens? Or are you still saying, no, everything EDC does is amazing, special. He could be on the top of a Big Mac with his sauce the way he's so special. 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 Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's an episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching, guys. You know how I get down. Please remember to like, subscribe to the notification bell, leave a comment, okay? And also, please remember to support the Wunderkind Morning Show live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. in the mornings, where we go live and we cover all hot topics in sports. Also, at the end of every show, we have nostalgia from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So be there or be squared. Okay, guys? Support, support, support. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App looking in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, TheWunderkindShow. Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Oh.